so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Now, you had mentioned that you had a chef before.
Mm-hmm.
How come that didn't work out for you?
Man, I mean, a chef is always. I'm a hustler, so a lot of people like, yo, T. How can I say this the right way? Like, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm a businessman first and a chef second. And people don't understand this, right? Like, when you own a business and you're a chef, you're gonna overwork yourself because you want to be a perfectionist at everything, right? So for me, I'm a businessman first and a chef second, but at the same time, I still don't. I mean, close to perfect. If you have somebody marinating and stuff, because I do here and there, not a lot. I do mostly everything, like I said. But say if something runs out and somebody comes and they seen the recipe, but I'm like, God, do it. It's not gonna be probably as the same, but sometimes you gotta fall back. So what I'm trying to say is with the chef situation, sometimes you gotta take a back step from being a business owner. A lot of chefs want to open a restaurant because they cook great at home and think that's gonna translate to the restaurant industry. And for me, it's extremely hard to do that. So just because you cook good at home doesn't mean it's gonna translate to this, two restaurants or even one restaurant, one food truck. You gotta know the business side. You gotta have people like her on your side and showing you the legal stuff and stuff like that. So that's what I think. When it comes to like hiring a chef, it's extremely hard because they're gonna do what they want to do. Always.
Right, and it's touchy too because if they mess up, it's your business.
It's my business. I had customers actually call me like, "Hey, did you do this for this one, or did you do that for that one?" And I'm like, "Nah, I didn't change it. It's supposed to be the same." Then he'll call me like, "Yeah, I added that because I thought it would taste better." No, the customer likes what they like. It's like McDonald's and Burger King and all these big places. They have a set menu and recipe, and that should never change throughout anybody coming in and out of there, whatever chef or cooks they have there. So
okay. Now, speaking of menu, when you converted from the food truck to the brick and mortar, did you change anything on your menu?
No.
Or is everything all the same?
It's the same because, and going back to that chef point, as a chef minded, you want to throw 100 things on the menu.
Right.
You're gonna overwork yourself. You're gonna kill yourself. So I wanted a base menu where it was Nuyorican based, and just stay with that. Now, can I do specials here and there? Of course. I did octopus for Easter and stuff like that, but thinking of a bigger menu just gives me a headache knowing the hands on what I do. So no, I always like it the way I had in the food truck, and plus the customers already know that this is Tito's menu, regardless of the fact. So no, I don't change up. I stick with the same menu. Do not go big. Get your top 5 or 6 dishes and stick with them, and they're gonna sell. I'm telling you. Okay. I can only name a couple like empanadas and stuff like that. They have a couple. They have their set things where they know they're gonna hit and they're gonna hit home runs with. Just do that, for me. My opinion, stay small with the menu. Don't go crazy.
Okay. And what do you think was your biggest struggle in the brick and mortar?
Learning, the biggest struggle. Chef is not really that big of a struggle. Wow. Structuring how to pay the bills. Like I said, you start every Monday. But since you buy inventory for the next day or probably next 2-3 days, finding a way how to pay people's salary and then knowing that inventory is probably going to come in next week. So you got to save for 2 to 3 weeks ahead. So that was my biggest struggle. I'm like, wait a minute. I got money. I made money. How the hell am I not seeing it? And then I'm seeing my refrigerator. I'm like, wait a minute. So that was my big struggle. And to this day, it's still like kind of getting to me. I'm like, yo, like I'm making good money. Why am I not seeing it? And the wife, she's like, hey. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, cool. Makes sense now.
She's paying the bills for you?
Yeah.
Organize their
No, she is. She does all that. That's facts. But, that's the thing. So you buy so much inventory for 2, 3, 4, probably 5 days, whatever inventory you buy for, and then your bank account looks small, but all the money is in the refrigerator, the freezers, and stuff like that. So you got to wait for that money to come in. So you got to plan ahead, 2 or 3 weeks ahead, payroll, and be like, all right, payroll's here. This is inventory. So that's still the biggest struggle, kind of, to be honest.
So definitely more overhead in the brick and mortars versus the food truck, obviously.
Yeah, since you pay more light, water, you pay trash. In a food truck, you don't gotta pay trash. There's a little bag, you throw it in there, you can take it home and dump it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of more overhead. You gotta get menus. Get foodies in here too. Foodies is huge too, and but most of them have done it for free. So I'm not gonna say that's a charge, but overhead for sure. It's two different things from a food truck to night and day. You can literally say night and day from a food truck to thing, because then you also have landlords like you probably help people out. These landlords and brick and mortars, they're not gonna help you out. I need
you
my
better
rent.
figure it out.
I need my rent like the first, and if you don't have it the first, then they have a late fee and all that thing. So yeah.
I definitely brag about it because I'm like, listen, there's no landlord. These food truck parks out here, they're a joke.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot for the food truck park community.
No, from the beginning, the way you had it to where it's night and day and looks amazing, and it just needs time. People don't get that.
Yeah.
You know what I notice is, and I'm gonna get in a little bit. People want to close whenever they close, and for me, that's when you fail. Me, I'm open 7 days a week, right? So I don't care if I'm sick, whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll put people in here. I'd rather pay for salary and have my establishment open. A friend that's making great money in New York told me, regardless of you open or not, right, you still got to pay bills. So your light is still going, AC still turning on and off, etc., etc. So won't you rather make $100 that day than $0? So that's why for me, and that stuck with me. I'm like, you know what? That's so true. $100 pays for freaking anything, or it goes into paying that person, whatever it is. But if you close and certain days and then you complain about not having customers and stuff, that's probably one of the reasons why you don't have customers. And one Wednesday you open and they're like, oh well, I was slow last Wednesday, so I'm gonna close this Wednesday. No man, for me, I open 7 days a week. That's my military mindset. I'm open every day, but at least establishment should be open 5 to 6 days in my eyes, and stick with the same hours. Don't change, because it's like I keep seeing, and I'm not gonna lie, I did in the beginning too. I was scared, I was nervous. Like, you know what, let me close this day, or let me do that, or let me close early. And overall, when my friend came down and told me about that, I was like, nah, let's stay open. When the food truck, I had $100 days and wanted to cry and just break down. But I'm like, all right, now time's gonna give. And that $100 day is now $1,000 day, to some days $3,000 to $5,000 day. So the customers, if you don't open every day, the customer's just going to leave and go somewhere else where they are open every day. So that's the main thing with these food trucks. They come out, or even restaurants, they come out, and then I'm not doing good this day, I'm going to just shut it down. That's the worst thing you could do. Stay open. If you could, just stay open. I know people got family and stuff like that and kids, but if you could stay in food truck, if you put those kids, like my son was in there, bro, like, stay in there. And just wait, and the customers are gonna keep seeing that open sign. They're eventually gonna come in. So that's my big advice: stay open 5, 6, if you can, 7 days for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest struggles right now in the food truck community. They'll have one bad day and then they get discouraged. So
you can't do that. That's huge for me, man. Stay open. It's gonna get better. Trust me. Days are gonna get better. Keep promoting on Instagram. Keep promoting on Facebook. Keep sharing. Have your friends share. Google comments or reviews. Even though I don't really pay attention to them no more, because the bad reviews, if you go on mine, they are hilarious. I do take some with constructive criticism, the real ones, but most of them I'm just like, are you kidding me? So just make sure you out there. Social media is big, and the way you're doing it, I seen you have like a wall, nice little. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, like the food has to be great, but people like photo walls. People like things that they could go and selfie and be like, yo, I was there, etc., etc. So this is becoming more of a thing. Of course, the food has to be great, because they could take a picture here, and people could, and they said like, nah, it's dope, but the food is horrible, don't go. So food has to be great, but you need photo ops. You need things that people catchy music where people want to go. That's the new thing. Any restaurant you go in, ambiance. If you go now to any restaurant, they have these flowers, they have this.
I sure do have these.
So, and like I said, for you to already have that set up, and they don't gotta pay. You gotta pay rent, etc. And you setting up the ambiance. I mean, what else do you want? You just gotta wait. Be patient. You could do but so much. your food gotta talk for you. You know, the way you work and the way you walk, wherever, I forgot the location you at. I don't know the streets, but walk down. Yeah, but if you go, walk down those streets, man, and knock and shake hand. Hey, I'm here. I did that all here. All this plaza. The Amps got no people know me. I went down there, like, sweating. I don't care. Because that's how the neighborhood's going to get to know me. So,
Yeah.
let's go.
Do you believe that starting a food truck business was beneficial to you as far as a stepping stone into getting to the brick and mortar?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's low cost. You're going to get to people to know, to see if your food's good. You know, say food trucks now, I don't know how much they are now, but they could go from rough 20 to 60K. Restaurant could be anywhere from 150 to 200K. So starting off, you're already not going too crazy into it. And the food truck will let you know if your food's good, learn sales tax, learn about rent and water and stuff. Not that much, because yeah, some places that make you pay water, but what you gonna be paying, $50 probably, $60. And so it shows you everything. It shows you how to prep. It shows you how to store stuff in small places. So yeah, having a food truck definitely helped out. Learning about everything coming into brick and mortar. You know, not only thing in the brick and mortar you gotta learn is, you know, what the AC and stuff like. But the food truck definitely helped out. Location too. It doesn't matter where you put a food truck or where the brick and mortar. If you don't have a Hispanic or whatever location you're trying to look, if it's African American or it's Chinese or whatever, you got to make sure that you put that somewhere. So the food truck does help you. You can literally move around with a food truck and be like, all right, this is dope. Nah, this is not it. Or events that people will tell you, yo, you should put one here. And then boom, that's when you could stay probably in that location and be like, let me look around here because I'm doing good. So let me look around a brick and mortar here, and the miles won't be that far from a food truck to where I'm at, and my customers will love coming into this, and then I get brand new customers and the thing. So yeah, it's a food truck. You could literally pick and choose where it's gonna be good for brick and mortar. Now, do you want to move around a lot in a food truck? For me, my opinion, no. You want to stay established somewhere where you do great and don't have to move, because moving scares customers and it scares people. Like, yo, I seen that truck down there. Why is it down there? Now, probably not good food or whatever. So staying in one location for a while will help you out in the long run with a brick and mortar.
Okay, so I know this. I said this was your last question,
Okay,
but one more question. What would you say is your let me see. How do I question this? Okay, what would you say is the best advice you would give to someone who wants to go into a brick and mortar but is starting it with a food truck business?
Safe. That's, man, a lot of people come from the hood where people just want to buy Jordans, want to buy, you know, the newest car, you know, the newest stuff, and I never know that saving is so big when it comes to family, when it comes to future, when it comes to business. So say if you have a food truck and you're doing good, you're doing pretty good, and you want to jump straight into brick and mortar, don't do that. I did it in a year and a half, and that's because it was right there, and you know, and I sold my food truck actually. Because it went up, you know, the industry. The food trucks went up, so I had, so that boom, I was able to sell the food truck at a decent price, and use that money for that. So savings is huge for you know, save at least 3 to 6 months in advance. You can save 3, that's perfect. 6 months, you probably be like, yo, T, you pushing me, but I can't save 6. So save at least 3 months of rent in any brick and mortar you're gonna get into, because you're gonna see that miscellaneous stuff may happen with the plumbing issue. When it comes to the AC could go out. Like my first location, before grand opening, let me tell you why savings is so important. Before grand opening, the AC could gone. How much is that? Out of pocket, 10 G's. 10 G's, because I already had spent so much money that I had to take out straight out of my savings, but I had it, right? So that's why savings is so important with little things like that, but not big things like that. So yes, savings is huge for me. If you could save 3 to 6 months, and the lease is huge too. If the landlord lets you lease for a year, like mine did, and said, see, Tito, I'm gonna see if you can work out. If you're not, then you could go. So the lease is crucial. If you sign a 5-year lease and you're just starting a brick and mortar, you probably just did something very, very horrible, because you don't know how it's going to go yet. A year, then option for 3 to 5 years. You see, so you get that year, then you get a 3 to 5 year option, and you're like, yo, I'm doing good. Boom, that year it could let you, go. And don't think negative. Of course, people are like, yo, T, why you thinking negative? I should be able to kick off. If you're a positive person, why are you doing that? I'm being real. I got a family. I'm gonna be mad gully with it. I'm not gonna tell you. If I was single and not have a family, I'd probably be like, screw it, I'll do it, whatever. But I got a family, so I gotta think A, B, C. When people want to just think A is cool when you're single, yo, more power to you. But me, I need backup plans, in order to make sure my family keep going and stuff like that. So savings is huge, and that's what definitely I'll tell everybody, just save for that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Tito,
No,
for
thank
taking
you.
the time to have me today. I know you're going to be super busy and be out there cooking, and I'm ready to eat my chopped cheese.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her New York chopped cheese. I could have got her on the phone girl. I could have got her like something Puerto Rican, but I need her to eat something from New York. You heard?
Okay.
With the New York twist.
We're gonna try it too.
So I'm gonna let her try that, see what she thinks. She's probably gonna give me a 1 star, and I'm kidding. She's gonna be 5.
I'm a foodie, so.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So
Okay.
I appreciate you having me on, and listen. Anybody that is gonna watch this and is in the food truck game or trying to get in the food truck game and needs advice, man, this is huge. A lot of people don't understand how big people like her are in this industry, because I came in not knowing. People didn't want to help me. The person, and I say I don't care if they sees this, the person that I helped with the food truck actually backed out on me and started talking trash about me. Literally did not help me with 1 step, so I had to do that myself. I didn't know her. I didn't know anybody. So I just literally went to offices and cities and stuff like that. It's a lot tougher while you're trying to prep it through everything, etc. So if you have somebody like her that will help you and stuff like that, go at it. Of course she's gonna charge, bro. Things ain't free in life, bro. Come on, man. She got it. She working too. She gonna do her thing and make sure that you good though. Guarantee you that. So that's why, because a lot of people want things hand out or discounted, bro. Like, man, she's working the same way you trying to work too. So, and she's gonna make sure you straight. So, thank you for having me on. I just wanted to add that.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, where can everyone find you on
Oh my
social
God, I almost
media?
forgot that. I was gonna walk off and everything.
No, don't go off.
Nah, I was gonna do the offset, just walk out like Joe Button. But listen, so my first location, the original location, still open. Is 1809 West Waters, Tampa, Florida. 33604. The phone number there is 646-842-1762. And the new location where we at right now is 7530 West Waters, Tampa, Florida, 33615. And the phone number here is 813-304-1615. We just got that number. That's why I did that.
Good. Either way, we're going to have it down in the description below, so they'll be able to get that, and a link to your website, so if they want to place an order.
Yeah. I got Instagram, I got a website, I got Facebook. You could call in your orders. We got Uber, we got DoorDash, we got literally everything that you guys need to be able to reach out. We got catering. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, let's eat this hot cheese.
Let's go. Thank you. Okay.
Girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.